A student of mine used the wrong tense in an email and it completely ruined her dream holiday. She wrote, "I pay for the tour" to a company for a once-in-a-lifetime trip to see the Northern Lights. The company misunderstood and never confirmed her spot. By the time she realized, the tour was completely sold out. This one tiny grammar mistake cost her the entire trip. Today on English with Sarah and James, we're going to talk about common but costly travel mistakes and how you can avoid them. Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm James. Welcome back to the podcast. Sarah, that story is absolutely gut-wrenching. It's the kind of thing that makes your stomach drop. To lose a dream trip over something so small is just devastating. It really highlights how important clear communication is, especially when there's money and big plans on the line. So today, we'll break down exactly what went wrong for your student and explore other language pitfalls that can turn a vacation into a nightmare.
Exactly. It all came down to using the present simple tense, I pay, in a situation that required a clear future action. In English, saying I pay sounds like you're describing a habit or a general truth, like I pay my taxes every year. It doesn't signal a specific one-time action you are about to take. The tour company probably read it and thought she was asking a question, like, do I pay for this now? They were waiting for a clearer confirmation that never came.
That makes so much sense. It's a subtle but crucial difference. So, what should she have written instead to make her intention clear and secure that booking? I'm sure our listeners are on the edge of their seats thinking about their own travel plans.
She had so many better options. The simplest would be using will for a decision made at that moment, like, great, I will pay for the tour now. Please find my card details attached. Or she could have used the present continuous for a future arrangement. I am paying for the tour now. Even a more formal phrase like, I would like to pay for the tour now, would have been perfect. Anything that clearly signals this is happening now, or I am making this happen now.
And this isn't just about booking tours. Think about checking into a hotel or communicating with a host. If you have a problem and you say, the air condition not work, it's a bit blunt and unclear. Is it not working right now? Did it never work? A better way would be, I'm afraid the air conditioning isn't working, or the air conditioning seems to be broken. It's more polite and much clearer, which means you'll get the problem solved faster instead of being left high and dry in a hot room.
That's a great point, James. Being polite and clear can make all the difference. It prevents misunderstandings that can waste your precious holiday time. And it shows that these small grammar points we study aren't just for exams, they have real-world consequences. Poor Maria was left with no tour and a huge disappointment, all because of one verb tense.
Absolutely. It's a powerful lesson. Okay, I think we've seen how serious these mistakes can be. Let's dig into some of that key vocabulary we used, so our listeners can feel confident and avoid these situations themselves.
Perfect idea. Let's start with an adjective I used to describe my student's story. Gut-wrenching. Gut-wrenching, gut-wrenching. It means something is extremely upsetting or causes you deep emotional pain. The gut is your stomach or intestines, and to wrench means to pull or twist something suddenly and violently. So a gut-wrenching experience feels like your insides are being twisted. It's a very strong word.
That's a powerful image. For pronunciation, notice the W is silent in wrenching. It's not wa-wrenching, it's just wrenching. The stress is on the first syllable of each part, gut-wrenching. So you could say, it was gut-wrenching to watch my favorite team lose the final match. Or in our travel context, losing his passport on the first day of the trip was a gut-wrenching experience for him.
Exactly. A synonym could be heartbreaking or devastating. Using a word like gut-wrenching really emphasizes the emotional impact. Now, another crucial word, especially for booking travel, is non-refundable. 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 This means that you cannot get your money back for something you have paid for. If a flight ticket or a hotel room is non-refundable and you have to cancel, you will lose your money.
This is such an important word for travelers. The pronunciation is pretty straightforward, but the stress is key. It falls on the second syllable of refundable, non-refundable.
You really need to listen for that word. For example, I saved $100 by booking a non-refundable hotel room, but it's a risk. It's the opposite of fully refundable, which means you can get all your money back. Understanding this word could save you from a gut-wrenching financial loss, not just a missed opportunity like Maria had.
Yes, absolutely. Finally, let's look at that idiom you used, James, to be left high and dry. This phrase means to be abandoned in a difficult situation without help. You're left in a helpless position. The origin of this idiom comes from ships that were left on the sand when the tide went out. The ship is high on the beach and dry out of the water, and it can't go anywhere. It's stuck.
That's a great explanation of the origin. It really helps you remember the meaning. For example, my taxi didn't show up and I was left high and dry at the airport at 2 in the morning. In the case of travel mistakes, you could say, when the tour company misunderstood her email, Maria was left high and dry without a spot on the tour. It perfectly describes that feeling of being stuck and helpless because someone else failed to help you. It's a fantastic idiom to use when you want to describe being abandoned or left without support.
So, to wrap everything up, let's go back to my student, Maria. Her story is a perfect reminder of why clear communication is so critical when you travel. A simple misunderstanding over a verb tense led to a gut-wrenching disappointment.
And the solution is simple. When you are confirming plans or making payments, use clear and direct language. Phrases like, I would like to book, I am writing to confirm, or I will pay now. Leave no room for error. This simple check can prevent you from being left high and dry.
Exactly. So before you click send on that next travel email, take a moment to review your language. It could be the difference between the trip of a lifetime and the story about what went wrong. Keep practicing and you'll be booking your adventures with confidence. Thanks for listening to English with Sarah and James.
Until next time, happy travels and happy learning.